Minuteman 6 here from Minuteman Precious Metals. Please like, share, subscribe, and ring that bell icon if you like my content. President Trump ordered a halt to the production of new pennies, which he said will help reduce wasteful government spending. For far too long, the United States has minted pennies, which literally cost us more than 2 cents, Trump said in a Truth Social post. This is wasteful. I've instructed my Secretary of the US Treasury to stop producing new pennies. Let's rip the waste out of the great nation's budget, even if it's a penny at a time, Trump wrote. It's not clear whether the president has the authority to stop the manufacture of the 1 cent coin. According to the United States Constitution, coinage power, as recognized by the Supreme Court, is exclusive to Congress. Federal law says that the Treasury Secretary can mint and issue coins as necessary for the needs of the United States. But at least one analyst on Wall Street expects the penny's days are numbered. TD's Jarrett Seinberg said that the halt will likely pass judicial review, leading to a shortage of the coin. We believe this order would survive judicial review, which is why this is likely to occur. Trump's attack on the penny came after Elon Musk's Doge already had targeted the coin for elimination. Among all the contentious battles that the Trump administration and Musk find themselves in, this is one that economists and others in the monetary ecosystem seem to agree with. The value of keeping the nation's smallest coin has been a decades-long debate. Even former President Barack Obama expressed his support for eliminating pennies in a 2013 interview. This is not going to be a huge savings for government, but anytime we're spending more money on something that people don't actually use, that's an example of something we should probably change, Obama said. According to the Federal Reserve, there are 114 billion pennies in circulation, or $1.4 billion worth of pennies. It costs $192 million a year to produce pennies, about 4% of the Mint's operating budget. This expense makes the penny expendable, according to economists. So what's the impact of halting the penny? Let me share my 2 cents on this and my thoughts. So the first thing that's going to happen is rounding prices. We know that this would be coming if we have pennies, but this would only be on cash purchases. So banishing the penny could alter the way that prices on small ticket goods would go. Businesses might round up or down, leading to slight inflationary effects. But studies have shown that rounding prices to the nearest nickel doesn't really have any significant inflation. We know that Canada eliminated the penny back in 2013. Cash transaction cents were rounded to the nearest 5 cents and really haven't caused any significant impact to their economy. The next big thing, this is the one that I think stackers would be interested in, is that the value of the penny will actually increase when this happens. Pennies, especially copper pennies, these are all copper pennies here in front of you. I have a large stash of copper pennies. Let's look at one in particular. Let's see if we can focus in on one that's not a nice one. So let's see here. This is a 1980 penny. You can see it right there. Copper pennies were minted 1981 and prior. We can see that 1980 penny there. So I really think that pennies, copper pennies in particular, may be treated like pre-65 silver coinage, pulled out of circulation by people like you and me, and traded for their copper value. And the copper value is higher than the 1 cent denomination on the penny. So this is something that intrigues me and may intrigue stackers like you. Another big thing is less waste. So no zinc and copper would be needed to be mined for penny production. No energy would be used to mine, produce, or transport pennies. And pennies are heavy. A box of pennies is $25 worth of pennies is about 17 pounds. I used to ship boxes of pennies nationwide because I do have a Rydell penny sorter, and I would sort pennies and sell copper pennies like you see here in front of you. And a big thing is less time would be needed to count, roll, distribute pennies all throughout the banking and retail sector. Before I wrap things up, I know that the United States has a 1 cent coin. These are all 1 cent coins. They're not pennies per se. I say that right now because I know it says 1 cent on this coin, it says it right there, and I've collected coins all my life. I caught a lot of flack in the comments on the last video that I had on this about using the term penny, but that term's used by the press, and 99% of the public uses the term penny. So I don't mind doing that as well. So thanks for your time and your viewership. Minuteman 6 signing out.